This is Aubrey from sportbiketrackgear.com, and today we are going to do a continuation of the series of me working on my crash bike. Just to give you an overview of some of the things we'll be doing today, I have new levers that we'll be installing from braking, clip-ons from Apex Manufacturing, and Motion Pro quick turn throttle. We will also be installing a new fairing bracket, new master cylinder and brake reservoir. We're also going to be replacing the steering stem nut, and also I'm going to eliminate the key by putting a switch on the handlebar. Pretty much all of these projects are intertwined. They all kind of go together, so we are going to do it all at once today, but break it up a little bit for you guys. Okay, to start, we have to take the top of the airbox off so I can have gain access to the throttle body, because I am going to be replacing the throttle cable to install the quick turn throttle. So first we have to remove this fuel line by taking the lock off and pressing the tabs down. I can't get it down. Okay, and then we're also going to remove the electrical connectors. We have to push the tab in, take that off, and then remove all of the screws on the airbox. Now that I have all the screws off, I can lift the top of the airbox out. And we have a couple more connectors we have to take apart here. An electrical connector, release the tab. And I also have a vent hose here to pull on this clamp, remove that. And then also I have to take my 4mm and loosen the Allens that are holding the bottom of the airbox on. Okay, so now that we have all those loosened, we're going to pull the bottom off here. And we do have another vent hose that we have to remove. Okay, now that we have that off, we are going to make sure that we don't have anything down in our throttle body. And since we're going to be working in here and moving around with the cables and everything, we're going to stick some rags in the top of the throttle body. That way we don't have to worry about screws or anything else, debris getting in there, because we really don't want anything to happen to our motor when we're all said and done here. Okay, now that we've removed the airbox, we have access to the throttle cable. We're going to start to focus up here on the throttle side. We're going to remove the throttle, the start-stop switch, the master cylinder, and then also we're going to get into removing the clip-on. When we have to remove the master cylinder, we have to also loosen the banjo bolt, so we want to make sure we put a rag under there to catch any brake fluid. After that, we're going to move on to the other side. Okay, now that we have all the controls off, we're going to go ahead and take off the clip-on here, and we don't have to loosen it all the way, just enough to slide the bar out, because that's just holding it tight. And if we move over to the clutch side, we're loosening the bolt that holds the clutch in place, and we don't have to, once again, remove it all the way. Okay. And we are going to now loosen the triple tree clamp. And we're also going to remove the steering stem nut. Okay, now that we have the steering stem nut taken off all the way, we're going to actually remove the triple tree here. Now there's many different ways you can do it. If you have a little bit more arm and upper body strength, you might be able just to wiggle it off, but I'm going to take the rubber mallet, kind of knock it loose a little bit first. And then I'm going to take a screwdriver and put it in such a place where it's not actually damaging anything. And press up a little bit and wiggle it loose. There's some electrical connectors on this side that we have to also take off. And we're good. Okay, so we have everything taken off here, and in order to remove the actual ignition from the triple tree clamp, the factory puts tamper-proof bolts with no head in order to defer from theft. So what we had to do is I deferred to Dr. Van and his mechanical expertise for this matter, because I wasn't going to attempt it myself. And you are going to need some expertise as well in order to do this. He used a chisel and a punch to remove the first one. And then the other, he just actually drilled the head off, and we were able to remove everything. And this way I can put just a simple switch, and I don't have to worry about having a key anymore. As you can see, for the rest of the bike though, I've taken everything apart, and we're really just ready to reassemble. So stay tuned, and there will be another part where I put everything back on.